Hello, and today I'm going to show you how to build a mini Lego Italian Riviera. I'm live in the town of Monterosso to celebrate reaching over 5,000 supporters on my Lego Ideas project. We're over halfway there now, and I'd like to give a massive thank you to everyone who has supported it so far. And to celebrate this milestone, I thought I'd build a miniature version that includes all of the main details of the original Lego Ideas project, including a full street of colourful coastal houses that look just like the real thing. So let's get started and take a look at how to build it. We'll build this in two parts, and here are all the pieces you'll need to build the first half, which will be the base of the model. So once you've collected your pieces, we can begin by taking two 2x3 plates in light grey and one in beige and clipping that in the middle, along with two of these 2x2 wedge plates in this nice azure blue colour and sticking them on the top. Then you can take a 2x2 plate and stick that in the middle, along with two of these 1x2 hinge plates and place them on the sides so they stick out just like this. And next we can take two 1x3 plates and clip them just underneath of each of those hinge plates. So they're about there. And then on this left hand side one, you can take two 1x1 plates to fill in the gap on either side. And then on the right hand side one, we'll just use one 1x1 plate along with a 1x1 tile over on this side. So let's flip that around and continue this beach area by attaching a couple of these 1x2 plates in beige, like that. And then over on this side, we can extend this out on the bottom with a 1x2 wedge in dark grey, and that'll just support that hinge plate a little bit over on the end. And then we can use this 2x2 brown wedge plate over on this side, along with a 1x1 stud in brown to act as the supports for this little dock area. And then we can take a 1x2 grill tile, and that creates the appearance of some wooden planks extending out to the back, along with this 1x2 slope piece, which will be a small boat ramp. And to build this little boat area, we can attach a 1x1 stud in dark grey, along with a 2x2 wedge plate, or wedge tile even, on the top. And then this little semicircle 1x1 tile on the top of that to act as a tiny micro scale rowing boat. Then over on this side we can take our 2x2 dark grey wedge plates and clip that one on top of that one. And then we can fill in the gap on this side with this rounded 1x2 plate in grey. And then we can attach some detailing on the top of that in the form of a little quarter tile rounded piece to act as some greenery or plant life, along with another one of these 2x2 light grey wedge tiles and one of these nice curved wedge slopes to finish that piece off and match the curve of the rocks below it. Then we can take some more of these 2x2 wedge plates in light grey to build up the little beach area and add some more details to the top of that harbour side dock area with a couple of these 1x1 pieces. Then to fill in the gaps on this bit, for this bit in particular we'll use this curved 1x2 tile with the curves on both sides, just so that fits in with the studs and creates a bit of a cobblestone appearance. And then we can also attach a couple more of these brown 2x2 plates on either side of that. And then finally we can finish that off with a 1x4 plate, a 1x2 plate over on the right here, and a 1x2 tile over on the left. And with that, the base is complete. Here are the rest of the pieces you'll need to build the second half. And this time we'll begin by building the yellow building. So take your base and clip a 1x2 brick over on that side, along with a 1x2 panel on the back, and a 1x1 headlight piece facing backwards in the middle over on that side. And then we can take a regular 1x1 brick next to that. Then we can build up a little platform with a 2x2 plate and a 1x2 plate and secure them in place with this ingot piece, which will act as the railings of the balcony. And then we can start construction on a little wall at the back with this light bright yellow 1x1 brick and a terracotta coloured 1x1 slope, as well as a couple of 1x1 plates. And this time on top of this part of the wall, we're going to build up a little tree out of this 1x1 bar piece and a couple of leaf pieces stacked on top of each other. And that will act as the branches of a small tree that is growing on top of the terrace next door to the house. So to build the house, we'll start on the doorway, which will use a 2x2 corner tile along with a bracket and a 1x1 tile in brown. And then we can take another one of these bracket pieces and a clear 1x1 plate along with a regular 1x1 tile in this yellow colour and clip that facing the opposite direction to build up some very detailed, for this kind of micro scale construction, little doorway and window next to that can just clip in place on top of that 1x2 brick at the back. Then we can also continue building this up with another 1x2 brick over on this side and a 1x1 plate over on the left here. And we'll build a similar style wall as before with the 2x2 corner plate along with one of these bracket pieces, and this time we're going to use some green tiles to represent the traditional green Italian window shutters, which are very common on all of these houses across this part of Italy. And then to represent a little bit of weathering, we're going to use this semicircle bright light yellow tile. That'll just create a bit of a gap and just make the texture of the wall a little bit more interesting. And that can quite simply clip into place on the top there. And again, we can build this up with another 1x2 brick, which will clip over on the back. Now this time it's slightly different, so we'll do the same thing with the bracket and the tile, except this time we're going to attach one of these 1x2 grill slope pieces, and that will act as a little roof, as if it's made out of terracotta roof tiles, and that's just a really cool little effect. And again, we can mirror that on the other side, just extending it slightly to account for the extra half a plate difference. And again, with that other side, that can just clip over on the top and slide into place. And with that, the yellow house is complete. So that's the trickiest building out of the way, and next we can build the pink archway house, which, as you saw at the start, is inspired by a real-life building in the Italian Riviera in the town of Monterosso. So this will use these two arches along with a 1x3 plate on this side and a 1x4 plate over on the back. And we can extend that out with a couple of 1x1 bricks down from that 1x4 plate. Then we can take another 1x1 brick and clip that on the back here, and then we can build up a little step area using this 1x2 slope piece in grey and a couple of pink 1x1 plates, and that can just clip over there. And then we can finish up this top bit with a 1x2 plate over at the top and a bunch of these 1x1 slope pieces in this nice dark orange terracotta colour. So clip two facing that way and another one at the back, along with a couple more of these 1x2 grill slope pieces. And with that pink building complete, I'll just simply clip onto this brown 2x2 plate at the back here. And finally, the last building is this little blue gelateria ice cream shop. So this will use a headlight brick and a slope piece, along with a 1x1 tile, and that will clip on this corner to fill up the gap at the back of that brown wedge piece. And we can also attach a 1x1 corner panel next to that. And then we'll build the house separately. So this will use a 1x2 Technic brick along with a regular 1x2 brick on top, a couple of 1x2 plates, along with a 1x1 stud in purple to represent some grapes. And then we're basically going to build up the top using a couple of 1x1 plates on each of the corners like this to add a bit of variety to the texture of the walls. A 1x2 plate over there, along with another one of these wedge slope pieces and another 1x1 slope, and then we can create a little doorway with another headlight brick under there, and that can just simply clip in that gap next to the panel piece. And with that, your small slice of the Italian Riviera is complete. So I hope you enjoyed building it, and if you did, then please support my full-size Italian Riviera on LEGO Ideas. I'll leave a link to support it in the description, and if it gets to 10,000 supporters, then LEGO will consider making it into a real LEGO set. So I'd really appreciate your help. Don't forget to give this video a like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll be back next time with even more exciting LEGO creations. Thanks for watching.